Okay, good morning. My name is Christina Bilbo. I'm the Director of Communications for the Desert Southwest Conference. Today is May 6th. It's 10 a.m. and we've got Tuesday Talks. The first thing that I want to cover with you is the mission project resources. I am going to share my screen and you can ignore that screen. So you would start at dscumc.org and you can click here onto Mission Project, or of course you could go to the annual conference webpage, which would be dscumc.org/annual-conference, and you'd find a link to this Mission Project resources page. Um, One of the things that I wanted to share with you is that I've been sharing some videos, and those are linked here for you to download. They're also available on YouTube on the at DSCUMC YouTube channel. And so I've been sharing those in the weekly digest, but I've got them linked here from Vimeo. So let's look at the Trinity one so that oh, wait a minute. Sorry, I guess I've got, my bad. I've got them linked here, but these are additional items that you can download if you want to have like just the images and create your own social media content. Let me go back here. Maybe this is the one from food insecurity logo. Yeah, so let me go back to the Trinity one. Sorry. I think that this might be, let's see, that's the footage. This is one, Trinity UMC. Get it this way. Video for social media. There we go. So that one that says one Trinity video for social media, that's the one that I've been sharing on the weekly digest. And you can go ahead and download them by clicking this button. You'll probably get a message like, be careful, this might have a virus. It doesn't have a virus, it's fine. You can go ahead and download it. And so when you upload them into your social media, be sure to include this attribution text in the description of the post, whether it's into your YouTube channel or Facebook or whatever. The music in the background for each of these videos is copyright free, royalty free, but it does require that you include this attribution information for each one of these videos. That's the main thing that I wanted to show you. The other thing is you can copy and paste this stuff on for your social media posts about the mission project in whatever order you want. You can change them if you want to. These are just ideas to try to make it easier for you to share information. And speaking of ideas, that's why these are linked here. When we have the statistics in there, this is where those statistics came from, but you can find other great information that you can use for your church's social media. What else? The videos already include the QR code and link to to access the donation page, which is linked here, online donation. And if there's any questions about the online donation, like what's the difference between the one-time, weekly, or monthly, these two are recurring gifts. So if they selected this weekly one for $1, then it's going to keep charging them $1 every week, and that money can go either to support all of the food pantries evenly or any one of these food pantries that are listed. Of course, if anybody selected one of these, whether it's the weekly or the monthly recurring, they'll keep, if they did the 150, if they decided, oops, I just wanted to do it the one time, when they get their email confirming this recurring donation, they'll have a link there where they can go back to their email, click on that link, they'll see their donation account, and they'll be able to cancel that recurring gift if they want to. And just in case, I think that maybe my share screen, hopefully it is actually sharing and not just me on the screen. Okay, sorry. So I will check that later. But the next thing that I wanted to talk to you about is that the voting chart has been updated to reflect the 2020-2024 book of discipline changes. So we had a voting chart linked. I'm going to go back here to home. And if we go to visit annual conference event page, which is down here, it'll take us to the dscumc.org/annual-conference page. We had the voting chart linked on here under quick links down here. There it is, voting rights chart. Now, as you can see from the parentheses, it says 2025. It has been updated. So in case you're wondering, if you're clergy and you're wondering, do I get to vote on this type of item or like the constitutional amendments? This voting chart makes it pretty easy to understand what you can vote on. You look up here to see, okay, well, I am laity. So this first column is all of the voting rights for laity. No, you can't vote on matters before the clergy session, but you can vote on constitutional amendments or anything that's brought to the floor of the annual conference. So again, it's a pretty easy to understand chart. All right, next item is about the hotel deadlines. So the conference this year is happening at the Rio Hotel and Casino at 3700 West Flamingo Road in Las Vegas, Nevada on June 12th through the 15th. And right here under registration links on the right, we have the link to a group discount for hotel rooms, the Rio. Yes, you can go to the Rio website directly and try to find a great deal, but we don't recommend that you do that. We recommend that you use our reservation link, number one, because that's already set at a group discount, and the rooms that are going to be included in that discounted link are the newly remodeled rooms. So it's going to be much nicer, a lot more like what you're accustomed to having when you go to annual conference. The other rooms that you may get through the Rio Hotel and Casino website might be in the older towers that have not been remodeled. And so I don't know what those rooms are like, but I know that they're not remodeled. So you might not be as happy with those accommodations. So we highly recommend that you use the hotel reservation link on the dscumc.org/annual-conference page. The other thing is this link is only going to be good until May 20th. So today's the 16th. You've got 14 days left. If you have not reserved your hotel room, or if you're the communicator or a communications liaison and you're not sure if your pastor or voting members have reserved their room, this is one of those things that you're going to want to follow up with them and let them know, hey, the deadline to reserve a room at this discounted rate is May 20th. So encourage them to reserve their room. There's really a small batch of rooms left. So get on it quickly. All right, next item is that the annual conference registration deadline is May 15th. So this, oh, I keep saying 299. Oops. Yeah, is it 299 or is it 250? Oh my goodness. I kept saying 299. It's 250 until May 15th is the last day that it'll be available at 250. Then on May 16th, the registration fee increases by $100. So it goes up to 350. And then on June 1st, the registration closes completely. So if you are planning on attending annual conference in person, you need to fill out this registration fee within those dates. All right, next item is about the pre-conference briefing. So this year, we're not doing a set event. We have information available, which is the pre-conference briefing, and that's linked from the home page. It's this page right here. These are the same links that you have on the annual conference page, but you can click on any of these to see more information about whatever question it is that we've been receiving. When do I get my voter ID? You'll hear all about that. So go through this stuff and find out all the information that you'll need, that your voting members will need to participate. Or there's other information here like the mission project stuff. So take a look when you get a chance. The only thing that is not linked right there at this moment is about the legislative documents. So you would click on the documents link in the on the annual conference page to find it, but right now it's not all uploaded. We were waiting to get the legislation translated in other languages, and I believe I got our email last night that it is now all translated and ready to go. So I will be uploading all of those documents this week. So I'll send you a reminder or a notification to let you know when they're all linked and ready to be reviewed. And I will be emailing all voting members as well. All right, then May 19th. Okay, so I sent out an email yesterday to all the voting members. That's the conference elected, all clergy, all lay members to annual conference with information about this May 19th webinar. I accidentally had Sunday, May 19th, and it's Monday, May 19th. And the start time is 6:30 p.m. on Monday, May 19th. Your alternate voting members, they're welcome to attend. In fact, I encourage you to encourage them to attend. That way, if they do need to step in, they're prepared to vote on these constitutional amendments. Very important. Anybody that can't make it, that's okay. If they have questions, they can send them to me in advance, and I'll do my best to make sure that we cover them during that webinar. And we'll have the recording of the webinar linked on the annual conference webpage. All right, what else? Okay, and then on June 4th, we will have a practice session for all clergy that cannot attend annual conference and were excused to attend that are planning to participate in the plenary session on Friday when we go over the constitutional amendments. Um, that part they'll be able to do on Zoom from home or wherever they're at. I recommend that for that, it might be easier for them to have two devices, one where they can watch the Zoom session about annual conference, and another one like their phone where they can have the voting site ready to go and practice and vote from their phone while they're watching. Then they don't have to worry about going back and forth from one browser or from their Zoom app over to a browser to vote and then back to the Zoom app. I remember back from when we were doing COVID or annual conference via Zoom during COVID, that was kind of tricky for people that weren't used to doing that. And um, even if they could do it, no problem. Sometimes the session in person is going a little too fast for people that are watching online and are trying to catch up to make sure that they vote. So I think it'll go a lot easier for people that are participating remotely if they have a second device for that. People that are participating in person will need a device as well, but they just need one to vote. And it could just be your phone, a tablet. It could be a laptop, but we won't have power at every table this year. So I think it would be best to just show up with your phone or a tablet. We will have chargers available, but it'll just be a limited amount. It won't be like you can just hang on to that charger the whole time. And even if you did, the charger itself will run out of juice as well. All right, next item is the email survey for the clergy dscumc.net accounts. We're just trying to review how's it going? Is everybody using it? If you aren't using it but want to use it, do you need assistance with that? If you aren't using it, why not? Do you need some help? Is it not something that you need at all? Because we are planning on reviewing that policy. And so we need your feedback to find out what needs to be changed. FYI, if you didn't know, you can have your clergy dscumc.net email account, have it forward to a personal email address or something else. You also can use your dscumc.net email account as your standard email, regardless of where you are appointed. You can use that at any church that you're appointed if you want to. All right, what else? Website survey. So You may have received an email about a website survey. We are planning on remodeling, relaunching the dscumc.org website. Ideally, I mean, I'd love to get it launched by January 1st, 2026. But to do that, we need some information from you, the people that use the dscumc.org website. Um, I understand that a website is never going to be perfect. It's never going to be something that everybody can find easily, but we can still keep trying to do better. So we are going to remodel the website and we want to be able to feature some of the new content that hasn't been officially announced. Things like we have an online learning platform where people will be able to take things like maybe learn about Monday moments. They'll be able to do their lay servant ministry training, lay servant speaker trainings, all kinds of different trainings that will be available to people on demand using this online learning platform. So that's a big deal. And we want to make sure that it's featured on the new site. And the other main component for the new site is that we plan on really highlighting a lot of the local church ministry to try to get more eyes on the incredible ministry that's happening at the local church level, get more people in the doors of your churches to participate in those ministries, to participate in worship, to grow in their relationship with Christ. So that's an exciting new endeavor, and I'm just chomping at the bit to get started on it, but we can't until we get some feedback from you, the people that use the resource. What do you look for in it? What are you struggling with? All of that. And you can answer anonymously. So don't worry about hurting anybody's feelings. I mean, it's not perfect. I know that. We all know that. And the only way to improve it, really, the best way to improve it, I should say, is by getting that feedback from you. So um, I've spent enough of your time. We're nearly 20 minutes in, and that's it for today's Tuesday talk. Thank you for watching this